Thank you. Hi, everybody. Monday, February 13th. 2006, nice to see you. And thank you all for making it through the snow to get here this morning.
They're a very brave audience.
Wow, 26.9 inches. Here it is, white out all over the city. It really came down Saturday night into Sundays. Really spectacular.
The city is beautiful when it snows. Beautiful.
Dig we must. And that's what they're doing right now. We're digging out. It shares the headline, of course, with that accident that Dick Cheney had. He inadvertently shot. You're going to hear all this. Leno and Letterman will have a ball on this all week. Inadvertently shot a hunting pal, you know, with the guy is okay. He's fine, but, you know, it happened, and the headline is, Duck, It's Dick. Poor guy.
I told his friend he shouldn't wear that deer costume when they went hunting.
Anyway, yeah, but it wasn't a surprise because I tell you, you got to hand it to them when they get it right. And they got it right this time. The weathermen said from almost the beginning of the week, it's coming. A classic storm converging, you know, right on this area, and they were absolutely right.
I ignored them, honestly.
Did you really?
Yeah,
because you didn't think they were right.
It's, you know, sometimes it's like they cry wolf around here. They terrify you.
We're sick of that.
You hunker down. You buy all the Campbell's soup you can get and all the bottled water, and you sit there and you hold each other and you clutch each other.
It's coming. It's coming.
It happens, and then it happened. We had nothing. We had nothing. I had no food. I had nothing.
Well, I was over at the gym yesterday, you know, at the Reebok, and there was one of our weathermen, Lee Goldberg, who was on duty all weekend.
Of course.
Well, you should have seen him strutting around like, I made this happen. Too much. Anyway, let's take a look outside.
Because Lee beat you in tennis over the summer.
Don't mention that. Here it is. Well, this is what it looks like this morning. Where are we going? We're looking down 67th.
That's out front, I think, yeah.
Yeah, this is Columbus Avenue. Some of the cars are really buried in the snow, aren't they?
They're saying that it's more snow than we had since 1947, is that right?
Well, I have a list here, and this is the highest number, 26.9 inches in the top 10 city snowstorms. But as I heard from somebody else that it was the second biggest they've ever had.
I remember 1996, the storm, and didn't that seem bigger?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
1996, 10 years ago.
It was a huge
You must have been 12 years old.
I was 12.
No, that was big.
I remember because I was waiting for Mark to get home from Italy, and he was stuck. He was stuck in Italy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There were a couple of storms in a row, is what that was.
Thanks, Gilman. Can we get a shot of the park? I just want to see what the park looks like. Can we get a shot of the park, Brian? It's coming.
I could draw you a picture. Close your eyes. Here's what the park looks like. It's
there it is.
There it is, right there.
Wow. It's overexposed.
All white in there.
Beautiful.
Wow. A lot of, in fact, it was too heavy for a lot of sleigh riding, you know.
Yeah, sure. I saw people on skis. My daughter and I went. We went back to Woolman Rink. We went ice skating back in Woolman Rink.
No kidding. Good for you.
Now it's our second time on skis. You might remember last weekend we went. I mean, on skates, ice skates, not skis. I've never been on skis. So we went ice skating.
Yeah.
And it's the second time. Lola, of course, her girlfriend Haley takes ice skating lessons, so she zipped around the ice, and she saw her friend going, and she went. She's like, I'm going for it, I'm gone. Boom. I still look like Adrian from Rocky 1, where they're like I may be the worst ice skater of all time. But I watched the Olympics, and so I think I've got it down now. I think I know what to do. I was saying to Mark, I'm like, I see now what they're doing. He said, oh, you think that's all you got to do is watch the Olympics?
You know, if you don't get it when you're a kid, you're not going to get it later on. She probably picks it up right now, and she's gone.
She's gone. She is gone.
And speaking of the Olympics, I tried to get into the Olympics this year. I'm not a big Olympics fan. I don't know why. I'm a big sports fan. I just can't get into the Olympics. But I tried Friday night. I tried to watch the Olympics, and they had the parade of the countries,
the opening ceremony.
4 guys from Albania walking out. So I made a little contest out of it. I said to Joy, you know, I'm a great geography major. I said, and then they would show you the country, the guys coming out, and then they would slide in the population of that country. I said, I'm going to guess every population of every country.
Okay.
And even that didn't keep me with the program.
That's like when Mark tries to guess the lottery balls as they're pulled through the machine. It's just always much more fun for him than it is for anyone else.
But poor Michelle Kwan, I guess. Well, I guess she was injured going into the thing, you know, and once you're injured, you're just not the same.
Gut-wrenching, it's heart-wrenching. I thought for sure this was going to be that story, you know, that great Olympic story of gold had eluded her.
Yeah.
She always is the world champion, the national champion, 5 times, whatever, over and over again. She wins, gets to the Olympics, and just always falls a little bit short. I thought this was going to be the story.
Well, she's out now.
I know.
And is this the girl who's replacing her?
No. Sarah Hughes' younger sister is replacing her.
Really?
Does nobody else find that interesting?
Here she is right here. You're right.
Yes.
Emily Hughes. Emily Hughes, right?
Emily Hughes. It's Hughes with an H.
How about the big skater? Bodie Miller?
Yes.
Came in 5th.
Right.
For all of his talk, came in 5th.
Okay, it happens. Let's not panic yet.
So you're really into the Olympics, huh?
I like the Olympics.
Ice Valley's right there, yeah. Oh, no, slip shows it. So,
did you see the Flying Tomato got the gold?
yeah, he did good. He was pretty good.
Somebody told me backstage that the Flying Tomato was on our show.
Yeah, he's been here.
I guess I was there and I just don't remember. I think I would remember the Flying Tomato, but I guess maybe you were having us do death-defying things, and that makes me afraid, and so I blocked it out.
Okay, glad we got to the bottom of that. But anyway.
You don't like the Olympics.
I don't. Never mind the Olympics. I watched a little bit Dancing with Celebrities.
Skating with celebrities or Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with the Stars. and because I was told that the loser would be on our show today, and it would be good background for me to watch how they lost. Well, the loser was our dear pal, George Hamilton. Who incidentally handled himself with great grace and style when they said to him, George, get out.
What did he do?
He took it very well. He shook hands. He spread a lot of personality around. It would have been great, but he is snowed in and could not make it today.
I know.
Yeah.
So we're going to dance for you instead.
A lot of folks, you know, the airport's just now coming around. As a matter of fact, I got a call from the Letterman show. I've got a pinch hit for somebody who didn't come in tonight. Go over there and straighten him out on a few things.
Well, you're a big man.
I got a lot to say to him. No,
you.
I've got a lot to say to him.
What are
this
you going to
time.
say?
Well, I'll tell you. I can't talk about it.
I guess I'll have to watch tonight.
I guess so. Too late for you?
It's too late for me.
Huh?
I'll be asleep. You know I will fall asleep.
That's
I cannot
right.
stay awake.
No, don't worry about it.
My head hits the pillow and that's it for me.
I went to see my pal Charles Grodin's play on Thursday night.
How was it?
Opening night, primary stages. You know, it's in a new Off-Broadway theater complex. It's like 3 theaters, one on top of each other, right here on 59th Street, which is really uptown for Off-Broadway. And so it's a beautiful house, and the primary stages, here it is, it's about a co-op board. Now, have you ever sort of gotten past a co-op board?
No, we've never even tried because I know that we're 2 actors.
They're a little bit down on actors, yeah.
Oh, forget it. We'll never get in.
But,
and if I think that there's a chance I might not get in, I'm taking my ball and I'm leaving the game.
Really?
No, I won't.
You don't even want to try.
No.
But these people are charged with the upkeeping, maintaining their building.
Right.
You see, when you buy a co-op, you're buying a share in the building, and not just your apartment. It's a share in the building.
Technically, you don't even own your apartment.
That's right.
You just own a piece of the building.
You own a piece of the building.
Right.
Very good. And so these boards tend to become quite finicky. Sometimes it depends on which board you're encountering.
They turned down Streisand and Madonna.
Up here on the west side, they really did.
I'm just saying.
See, they don't like, they really not too fond of show business people because we tend to have wild parties and orgies, but that's Madonna. We're talking about us.
You just say orgy.
Kidding. Anyway, I want to tell you about the play. They've got some New York actors in there who are just absolutely delicious in their roles. You know,
New York
there's
has the best
stodgy
actors.
one, but these guys are, you know, they're all middle-aged, and they're veterans, and boy, they do a wonderful job. And anyway, Chuck has written a terrific play about what goes on these boards.
Right.
You know, how finicky they can become, how persnickety they are.
Yes.
And so it's a lot of fun. It's on primary stages on 59th Street right now. But don't take your co-op board with you. They might not like it.
All for the privilege of paying $18 million for an apartment. Then people judge you and say, yeah, no.
Saturday night, went to see Tony dance. Oh, went up to Connecticut. But they frightened me with these
with the
predictions.
snow.
Ooh, nor'easter. Ooh, you'll never get out. Ooh. I finally said to Joy, I can't take it anymore. Let's get out of here.
Right.
She said, you're a wimp. She was actually arguing with me that this is not going to happen, just
She
like
was
you.
questioning your manhood.
She's conditioned. A couple of our staff people, Alyssa and who else?
Marco.
Marco and Alyssa are stuck in Marco and Alyssa together in Vermont.
Well, you know, there's a whole, you know, it's
Anyway.
not just them. There's other people.
Other people stuck all over the country. So we came into the city just as the snow began to descend, like 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And it still wasn't coming down strong until midnight. I said, let's go see Tony. So we grabbed the Glazers.
Good for
we went over and
you.
saw Tony's closing night. Well, I got to
And
tell
how
you.
was it?
Well, I've seen him a number of times now, but this show was the best I've ever seen him. You know, and he had carefully conceived this act and executed
He
it.
got a good review in the paper on
Yeah, he
that.
did.
Yeah,
From the New York Times.
Yes.
Stephen Holden, who is a trained professional killer.
Yes.
Please.
I hope you never perform.
Never. Stephen Holden personally has kept me out of performing in New York City for 30 years now. He's the guy in the Times. He writes beautifully. Oh my God, the words he puts together. You know, as a matter of fact, these reviewers, let me tell you, they're great wordsmiths. Do you know what I mean? And they have a ball. For example, Grodin called me up yesterday. He said, now what does this mean? He was actually analyzing the review he got, and he couldn't figure out what the guy meant. And he's a pretty smart guy.
I can't stand that. When they they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
They want you to break out the thesaurus and have to decode whether or not they paid you a compliment.
Yeah.
I don't want to earn my compliment.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
say, I like you good or not. Whatever.
Anyway, Tony was great, and he did it all, you know. He can play the piano and sing along with himself. I'd give Gilman if I could just... I don't care. I think that's funny. If I could just sing along as I played.
Mark and I celebrated Valentine's Day on Saturday night.
Really?
Yeah, because on Valentine's Day we actually celebrate with the kids. So we had like our early Valentine's
Really?
Day.
What'd we do?
We went back to Morimoto.
Well, Morimoto, huh?
I'm telling you, I'm digging that
Now,
place.
let me ask you something, because it's coincidentally that you brought this up, because we...
Heated toilet seats. That's all I'm going to say. No, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I have them for Thanksgiving every day, every year. You know, it's funny you should mention Morimoto, because Gelman called up, and we're going to share Valentine's night with the Gelmans, Joy and me.
Oh, nice.
Very romantic.
At the romantic, the four of you.
Yeah.
But you know,
your
when
wives must be so excited.
Why, is there a problem?
No, I'm just saying it's a romantic.
Can't two couples find happiness together?
Yes.
And we're
Yes.
going to this Morimoto. You know
You're
why?
gonna love it.
Because you have recommended it so highly.
You're going to
well,
love it.
I don't like that
Well,
kind
no,
of
wait.
food.
Yeah, right away. I've got to
Is it
tell
going
you.
to be raw fish or something?
No,
Regis,
you
they have
don't.
plenty cooked
They have cooked things. For instance, on Saturday night, Mark got a dish called the Angry Chicken.
You see, I don't like that. I like friendly food.
We'll call
Then
it the happy chicken for you, Regis.
You can get the Happy Lobster.
What is so angry? What is so angry about the chicken?
I don't know. I just found it apropos that Mark would order the Angry Chicken.
Then I went to see Munich yesterday.
Oh, was it good?
Oh, very somber movie. But Spielberg makes, he's a great director.
Great storyteller.
Great storyteller. But the story,
It's heavy.
It's very heavy.
Very dark.
And a lot of violence and a lot of blood. And but it actually is based on the real life story of the assassinations at the Olympics. And I well remember ABC covering that in 1972. And Jim McKay, you know, became a national hero in his narration of what was going on as the Olympic Games were going on. This was happening, and so all the emphasis was on this, along with Cosell and Peter Jennings and all those great reporters. Anyway, but it's well done, but it's long and it's tough slog, you know. And at the end, you wonder why all this has to happen. You know, that constant killing of one.
And you saw it on yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday,
Oh, wow.
the afternoon. Yeah. So, what else?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, huh?
That's it for me. I told you my big plans.
Want to end on the Munich?
No, well, no. Well, you chose to
Trying to
end on
look.
Munich. I wanted to end on Valentine's Day with Mark. And then you decided, why
So-
talk about Valentine's Day with Mark when we could go to Munich?
Okay, all right. So let's get back to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, right.
So now you have your angry chicken. Does that
We
make...
have a little angry chicken.
Let me,
Yeah.
let me ask the questions.
Go ahead. Bring it.
Yeah, all right. Does the angry chicken make Mark a little more, let's say, aggressive?
You know, Mark is.
He's always aggressive.
He's always aggressive. Mark is. You just gotta look at him crooked and watch out. You know, don't drop anything.
He is aggressive.
He's very aggressive.
Well, he had the angry chicken, and what did you have? The submissive duck? What did you have?
I told you I had the submissive lobster.
Oh, the submissive lobster.
The submissive lobster.
So you two must have had a very romantic and enjoyable
We did.
Saturday
we had
night.
a lovely time.
While the snow was falling?
The snow started to fall, and you know, I had makeup on, and you know.
You had makeup on
I did.
the weekend?
I put makeup on the
What's
weekend.
wrong
It's
with you?
It's completely unheard of. But I wanted to look nice, you know. And then I wore. You guys, listen. I bought like 3 years ago a pair of Jimmy Choo knee-high turquoise
Oh, my
patent
God.
leather boots. Never wore them.
I'm feeling out the angry chicken myself. Now what happened?
And I wore them. The problem is, you know, patent leather, sometimes it can stick, and I should have, they say that you can like put a little olive oil on them. Well, I didn't do that, so every time when we walked into the restaurant, I was like sort of walking.
I mean, as they rubbed by, they were sticking?
They were sticking a little bit,
Ooh,
you
I
know.
don't like that.
But
That would turn me off.
But they were fun. It was super fun when we got home, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, we're home.
You're home.
Then I realized that I was retaining water, and my foot had actually swelled into the boot.
Oh my God.
You know, and Mark had to like very romantically try to pry it off my foot.
Hey, when you're the angry chicken, you'll do anything.
The angry chicken couldn't get the boot off.
Well, let's see. This week, first of all, is, I guess, our 5th anniversary together. Are you aware of that? Did you start on this date? Was it the middle of February?
I guess.
I can't remember if she really... I know it was in February.
We blacked it all out, didn't we?
But maybe because George Hamilton can't make it today, this is the beginning of your anniversary. You know, Gelman never lost.
This is the 5th
And so
anniversary
we're going
together
to...
this week.
We're going to show a nice clip today of some of our happy moments. Yeah.
Both of them?
You're also going to see the wedding reception of that wedding couple we had here.
Oh, that was nice.
What a wedding we had on
We
Friday.
had a wedding.
I went over to the tavern on the green, did the party. It was really terrific. Who else we got?
Oh, hey, your boy is here.
Hey,
Sean Diddy Cole.
Let's do it, Kelvin. Gotta control whatever it is. Oh boy. Okay, on the phone is Paul Holmes from Orleans, Ontario, Canada. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, Regis. Hey, Kelly.
Always people from Canada here. And one of them is wearing his Maple Leafs shirt over there. Nice to see you, buddy. All right, so Paul, how you doing?
Good. I was actually on a few months ago, too, but I didn't win.
Oh.
Well, that's right. We did change the contest in a few months ago, yeah.
Well, you're going to win this time. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, did anybody hear you up there in Canada when you did it the first time? I mean, talked on our show?
Yeah.
Really?
My family and friends, yeah.
And did they make fun of you when you lost?
No. I thought I did pretty good.
Was it a tough question?
Yeah, it was something about how much pounds of something did Americans eat last year, and the answer was candy, and I said sugar.
You should have won
You
for that.
said sugar, and the answer was candy?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, naturally, that's what the real answer is, sugar.
No.
All right, Paul, let's do it again. Now, you can go anywhere in the world. Where do you want live and I go, you go to send you go?
Cruising through Hawaii.
Hawaii, now you're talking, baby. Yeah.
That is a great
In the
trip.
wheel, let's see what
Hey, Paul, that's
All right,
terrific.
nine people you
of
take,
you
Paul.
go to Hawaii.
Awesome.
Awesome.
right.
If you win.
If you win, and that's a big if. Don't think you're just going to give us sugar and we're going to give you a trip. You have 20 seconds and only one guess, Paul. Good luck.
Friday show, Paul, singer Etta James performed during our annual wedding ceremony. What classic love song did we say Etta sang during the ceremony?
At last.
That's it!
Yes.
Congratulations, you asked for a Hawaiian cruise and you got it. Get ready to live in the lap of luxury on a 7-night cruise through the Hawaiian Islands on NCL America. Ocean view cabin with balcony, plus a full array of exciting island excursions. We'll send you on your way with spending money for incidentals and we'll help cover the taxes too. Before you travel, visit igoyugo.com for recommendations and photos from the most trusted source out there, other travelers, and earn rewards for sharing your own travel experiences too. igoyugo.com. Honest advice to get you going.
I think he
Okay.
drops that steam hoping we'll disappear, but we're still
Yeah,
here.
we're still here, gentlemen. We ain't going anywhere.
Paul, congratulations.
Thank you.
9 of you to Hawaii. Sounds like a trip.
Yes, very
All
fantastic.
right, now you get to help make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience.
26 inches we got right here.
Who will receive, it's so embarrassing, who will receive a $500 gift certificate from Lobster Grab. What was it, the submissive lobster? You can make the submissive lobster at home. So please pick a number between 1 and 125.
19.
We're going to take you to our wedding reception next. Hey, Paul.